Oh, man. And I pull up to this travel lodge and I don't have a change of clothes. I stink. I'm sweaty. I fucking...
This is happiness, to be everything at once. Be unblinded, be unlearned, be unbridled and unburned.
My name's Dave Nixon, and this is the mini-series of The Challenger. So, the Highway Patrol has come out. They've instructed Mr. Kenny to come out and pick the car up. Kenny, the tow truck driver. Now I'm in the car with Kenny, and I'm riding shotgun with the Dodge on the back, right? And he was not interested to talk to me. And it was about a half-hour drive. Maybe 20 minutes, but I'm pretty sure about half hour, right? All the way to Green River. So I was like, where are we going? He's like, Green River. I'm like, how many people live there? He's like, about 800. I'm like, okay. Yeah, this is not how... I mean, I started the day in a Dodge Challenger in Park City, beautiful Park City, right? To drive south to go see a national park. And now I'm sitting in a fucking tow truck driving a Green River with Kenny, right? And Kenny was not interested. And I was like, okay, so why are we going there? He goes, we go there and then there's a truck stop there. They have tires. They'll fit you new tires and off you go. I was like, sweet. Okay, that makes sense. So we pull up. It's now 7:30 at night. And half an hour later, 8 o'clock, they inform me that they don't have any tires that fit the Dodge Challenger. Why would they have low profile tires in fucking Green River? So Kenny and I didn't start off too well. And when I spoke to him, I said, oh, well, I got to call Budget. We've got to figure out what to do. He was on the phone to Budget, right? It's 8 o'clock. He's on the phone to Budget. At 10:30, they approve a tow. They approve Kenny to tow me to Grand Junction, Colorado, to another state further away from Salt Lake City. Now, Kenny, he had enough of me by this stage, so he didn't take me. His little brother did, Kenlet. I don't know what his name was. He was just a smaller version of Kenny. And so he drives me across state to Colorado to Grand Junction, right? And this motherfucker did not want to look at me. He's driving. The whole time he's driving, he's like this. Did not trust this weird speaking, short singlet wearing dude. I had a hat as well in the passenger seat. Man, I was talking to this guy, Kenlet, and he's told me about the Mormon people of Utah. He's like, I don't like them too much. He's like, they all act like they're better, but then they drink as well, which is against their religion, which is weird. Fuck, I pity the guys living in Green River. But anyway, and I was like, oh, okay. He's like, I don't believe in religion. And I was like, right. And then like within about a couple of minutes, I spoke about Obama passing the same-sex marriage bill. And he goes, that's fucking wrong. He's like, God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. And I was like, God? The God that you said, okay, all right, we're on the same page here, Kenlet. But not on the same page at all. Anyway, Kenlet was a pretty good dude. He was just wary of me. But he's driving this thing 90 miles an hour. 145 kilometers an hour. He's driving a fucking tow truck at 11 to midnight. 11 p.m. to midnight across fucking borders with a Dodge on the back of it. Now I'm going to Grand Junction Airport where the Budget is there. I don't know why they didn't take me to any other one, but they take me to this one. So I have to like find somewhere to stay. So I'll book into a travel lodge for that night. And they organised to leave some keys underneath the front seat of a minivan for me. Actually, yeah, a minibus really, 12-seater minivan. And so we pull up to the airport. It's like I think it was 11:40 by this point. I'm pretty sure. Around that time. It was before midnight. And so anyway, we dropped the Dodge off. It's fucking just, poor thing's just limped off to the side. I go in and I get these keys, the unlocked car in a mini, like it's a rape van. There's no other way to explain it. I'm sorry. I don't want to use this, but I'm trying to paint a picture for you. Minivan sounds like it's a family thing. There is no families in this thing. You might make families in this thing, right? It is. And I'm fucking driving to travel. Have you ever stayed in a travel lodge? Oh, man. I could make better sandcastles out of, like, kitty litter. And so I'm driving this minivan to this travel lodge, and I'm like, what the fuck has happened today? In like 14 hours, I remember leaving. I have an image in my head leaving Park City, the CrossFit Park City, and I'm like, today's going to be a good day. And I put my training gear in the boot of this Challenger, and I drove off. And here I am getting like butt fucked by this weird seat that I'm sitting on that does this as you're driving around. Oh, man. And I pull up to this travel lodge and I don't have a change of clothes. I stink. I'm sweaty. I'm fucking exhausted. Now, I'm meant to be in Salt Lake City because I'm flying out on Sunday. This is now Saturday night, Sunday morning. And I rock up to travel lodge and the guy, he was weird guy. He was weird. He's definitely the one that you see on movies that you just like, you shouldn't work in a hotel because I don't trust you. And so he's like, would you like an upgrade? And I was like, you know what? After the day that I've had today, yeah, I would love an upgrade. And he's like, sure. So he upgrades my room. I get like a king ensuite room or something like that. And I said, also, I need to know where the like where a grog shop is, a bottle-o. And he's like, a bottle-o? I'm like, alcohol. He's like, oh, liquor store. And I was like, that's the one, looking for a liquor store. And anyway, he's like, yeah, you just go down there and it's just across the road. You'll be fine to get it. So I'm walking now in Colorado by myself near the airport getting beer to drink by myself. I never thought I would say that in my life. I never drank by myself, right? I grew up with a mum that did, so I was like, fuck, I ain't doing that shit. But here I am. Here I am. Midnight, walk into the liquor store in Colorado to get beer to drink by myself. And I went and got a burger from Denny's. Now, when I walked into the room, man. So, with Utah being a Mormon state, all of the casinos in Nevada are, like, a lot of them are right on the border. In Reno, in Las Vegas, and then on the border of Utah. For all those motherfuckers that can't gamble in Utah that go across, right? Look at Wendover and West Wendover. Go look at how many casinos are in West Wendover compared to Wendover, and go look at the population of West Wendover. There's like one casino for every 800 people or something. It is fucking ridiculous. And so that's it, people that live there, not like the rooms. It's literally like Bateman's Bay having 8 casinos. Anyway. So I get to the room, I walk in, and it's got like, first thing as usually a lot of motel rooms have is like this old bathroom sort of thing with a shower and a bath and just normal one. It's fine, a bit aged. It's a travel lodge. It's done some miles. And then I walk into the main bedroom living ensuite area, and there's a king fucking bed, right? Have you guys seen Tiger King? Were the guys having a bath in a corner spa? He's been interviewed, and there's mirrors, right, on the corner. That's exactly what was in this fucking place. There's the bed, and you could jump from the bed into the spa bath if you wanted. That's how close the spa bath. The spa bath was pastel pink. It was fucking pastel pink, right? Now, not only that, the mirrors were on the wall. They were full, like they joined. I don't care how many people have been fingered in this thing. I'm like, sorry for everyone that thought that I didn't have this in me, but I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna run a bath. I'm gonna have a beer because I bought 2 long necks, and I justified it. To the guy selling it to me. I remember I was like, yeah, it's been a big day. He's like, whatever, dude. Just buy the fucking beer and fuck off. And so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have a beer. I'm gonna have a long neck, and I'm gonna have the burger, and then I'm gonna jump in, right? And so I go over to the bath, and I turn it on, and as I turn it on, spiders run out of the jets. I can't make this shit up. Spiders run out of like 3 of the fucking jets. And I was like, I don't need a shower. I don't need to have a bath. That's all right. I'll have a shower in the morning or some shit. What the fuck? And so then I go over to the beer, and it was needed a bottle opener, and there was none. It was 12:30 by this point, and it was none provided. There was no room service. There was nothing. So I ended up like finding an area on the fucking table where I had to do this and chip the table. I'm sorry, Travelodge, Grand Junction. And I sat down to have this sloppy burger, and as I was eating it, the chips were like a small mammal's penis. I'm sorry. I'm trying to paint a picture for you. That's what it felt like. Honestly, I know that was graphic, but that's what they were. Just this. I don't even think they were potatoes, and I'm eating this burger, and I can feel my life expectancy shortening. Right? That's how, and I'm just like, I have this beer, and I'm like, what the fuck has today been? It has been a complete. Oh man! So I wrote about it on Facebook. I went to sleep. I woke up in the morning. I think I had a shower. I didn't have any change of clothes, but I had a shower in the normal old shower that people have probably done things in as well. And then I checked out, went back on my 12-seater minibus to go pick up my 7 wives in Utah, and I go back to the hotel to budget. I'm like, I'm not driving a 12-seater minibus back to Salt Lake City. It is 6.5 hours away.